Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Tiff from Journal with Tiff, and I have another pen that I wanted to share with you guys. As you can see, this is a pen that I purchased from Zodiac Pen Co. I got it at the DC Pen Show, and to be honest, I kept walking past it. I saw it, I was like, that's a cool pen. But I had already made one purchase. Think this ended up being my second, but I was really just trying not to purchase another pen on my first day. I'm like, okay, let's not buy everything on the first day. But for some reason, I kept coming back to it, and finally, I'm like, you know what? Every time you come here to this table, talking to myself, you reach over and you grab this pen. So finally, I said, you know what? Bump it. I'm just going to get it. So without further ado, show you this here pen. This is Zodiac Pen Co.'s Gemini model. It's kind of a cigar shape, kind of into the cigar shape nowadays. And this is this is called Cold Brew. Now, I have another pen. I can't remember if I've done a review of it or not. That's also by Bart with Zodiac Pen Co. And it was the Dark Cold Brew. That's this one. It is basically the flip, the reverse, as far as the colorway. And so this is the difference. This is a dark cold brew. This is this Cancer model, and this is the Gemini model. So let's get a closer look. So there are chocolate browns, what looks like a caramel color, dark brown, cream. This, in essence, I don't know what it is, but this is just for me, the optimal colorway in a pen. So anyway, and it looks, the name Cold Brew is just perfect. I'm all about a name matching the pen. You know what I'm saying? It just does something for me. I love it when the name really reflects how the pen looks. So not too many turns. Let's see. Let's see if we can count how many turns it is. 1, 2, 2 turns. All right. So here we have flat finials on the cap. Excuse me, flat finials on the cap and the body of the pen. The grip section, I love the fact that this swirl is at the top of the grip section where I would hold it, because I just love looking at that section. This has a number 6 Yobo nib, and it's a black one. And I think that just makes it pop. I didn't even ask for that. He's like, I'm gonna put a black one on here. I was like, ooh, yes, yes, yes. I love this smooth finish, and just the shape of it. It's super comfortable. It's like slowly becoming my favorite pen as of late, because of the look, because of the feel, because of the size. It is a cartridge converter. I do already have some ink in here. I've been playing around with it. I have picked up this pen so many times. And this was a regular extra fine nib. And while at the show, I had it ground by Matthew Chin to an extra fine. So just keeping in mind that anytime you go past an extra fine, be it extra fine, ultra fine, needle point, you're going to want to write with a light hand, because a heavy hand, no matter how smooth they try to make it, can snag. So definitely use a light hand when using this type nib. So what I wanted to do was to kind of highlight the colors in the pen, in the body, the colorway. So again, I already have it inked, but I wanted to try 4 colors for the next time. And hopefully you guys can give me your opinion on what color you like best in this pen. So that, because I feel like I'm gonna ink this up again next month. I can just tell you I'm not putting it away anytime soon. So let's get Got some paper here. This is regular Tomoe River, just one sheet of loose leaf paper. And I'm just going to do a few swatches. I've already picked 4 inks. Um, this is the ink that I already have it inked with. This is Sailor Shikiori, and this is, let's see, name, Surubami. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I also decided to swatch sesame oil. I think this is such a popular ink. I adore it, but I'm definitely going to have to get another bottle because this one had mold in it. So I'm not going to, I don't see it now. It must have sunk to the bottom. I don't know. But I know I looked in there one day and there was mold and I was a little upset. I'll still do a swatch, but that's about it. And then I'm going to trash this bottle and get a new one. Next, I have Robert Oster's signature ink in Hollywood Mullet, and this does have shimmer. So this will be pretty. I'm hoping. We're going to see. And the last one is Majestic Maple Syrup, and this is a Ferris Wheel Press ink. This also has shimmer. So let's see which one will look the best in this pen. Okay, the color I'm going to start with is Suabami. It's the Shikiori ink. And I'm going to do a swatch as well as a writing sample because I know that a lot of times just because an ink looks a particular way in the swatch doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to look when you write, you know? I was actually enabled to get this particular ink by Lexi. Lexi with lip gloss and lattes. I do believe she has an extensive ink collection, and she was at the Zodiac Pen Co table when I decided to get this particular pen. Let's put the pen right here so we can keep a comparison. And she suggested that this would be a really good color match. So, of course, I had to get it. Taylor, and let's make sure I spell this correctly. Surubami. Now, just looking at it, this to me is the one color that I feel like it's going to be, it's going to pull from the darker tones within the pen. So, of course, as usual, once all of my colors dry, why do I keep saying colors? Once all of the inks dry, then we'll come back for a close-up and see how they match. Next will be sesame oil. Now, I did find some mold in this bottle. So, let's see. What is the best way to do this? I'm going to use a pipette because I don't want, there's mold in this ink. I don't want it mixing with anything else. So it has its own pipette. I'm going to, and I'm actually going to trash that bottle once I'm done. I'm not going to ink the pen with this, from this particular bottle. Let's see, what can I use? I think I'm just going to use the back of this pen here. I can clean this off really good. And then this is actually a dip pen that I can also use to, I want to put that in my water for the writing sample. So it will have its own everything. It won't mix with my other nibs at all. I hope I have enough on here. Yeah. 1 and 2 bar sesame oil. Ooh, I've got to get another bottle of that. It's just such a lovely ink. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. Next, it will be the Robert Oster and Hollywood Mullet. And when I do this, it's like no rhyme or reason. I'm just squiggling, you know. One reason why I really like um, doing color match is because it gives me a chance to try to think of inks that I don't use a lot of. Because when you get to the point that you have a lot of inks, it's like I don't have a system for going through making sure there's a ink that's just sitting there that I haven't used in a long time. So this is a good way of filtering through my inks to match a pen. I'm like, oh, I haven't used this in a while, so this is a good one to try. And I hope that I got enough of the shimmer in the swatch. We'll see. And the last one is my Ferris Wheel Press in Majestic Maple Syrup. This bottle leaks. And just a little bit ago, I was trying to shake it up, and just even a little bit, it was leaking. So I'm going to do a gentle uh, shake. And because the mouth will not fit, it's so far down, it's enough of it has been used that I cannot get this. No, I can't. I can't get this all the way in there. So let's do it this way. This should be much easier. So much easier to get to and make it accessible. Ooh. And I think one reason why I haven't used this particular ink as much is because in my mind it's so light. In my mind it's too light, but to be honest, once you start writing with it, it really may not be. So this is Ferris Wheel Press. And it's not. It's actually really nice. Let me get some more on my nib. Majestic Maple Syrup. It's a nice ink too. Gosh, I don't know why I haven't been using these, but again, it's just the perfect reason to go through them to figure out what I've used, what I haven't. So yeah, I'm gonna let these dry. I'll be back and we'll compare them with the pen. Okay, I am back. I'd say it's 99% dry. So let's take a closer look. Let's start with the Sailor Surabami. Okay, this is actually what the pen is inked with right now. I got it at the show. I got both the pen and ink at the DC show. So I came home and I immediately just inked it with that particular ink. And so, not comparing it necessarily with the swatch, but with the writing, it seems really dark, but it does pull out the kind of dark, looks like brown mixed with olive green tones of the pen. It's not jaw dropping. It's a match, but I think there are other colors that can go with it better. Next is sesame oil. I feel like sesame oil is a few wet spots there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, but I don't think that's the perfect match for this particular pen. I feel like it has a little bit too much reddish brown, maybe, in it. So number one, I can't ink it with this ink anyway. I've got to wait until hopefully I can get another bottle. But yeah, I wouldn't say that that is a perfect match for this one. Next is Robert Oster Hollywood Mullet. The shimmer is what really does it. Look at that. You may as well look at Ferris Wheel Press Majestic Maple Syrup at the same time. They both are shimmer. This was at the bottom of the bottle. So the Majestic Maple Syrup has a lot of shimmer in it. So it almost looks metallic. Um, but if I compare between the two, let's put this right here. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure, but I think I like the Hollywood mullet with it. The shimmer gives it a little pop. The brown is not too dark. I didn't want an ink that was super light. So I think this is a good match for Hollywood mullet. I think that's going to be what I ink this with next. You guys tell me what you think. What do you think of the pen? And what do you think of the ink? And the ink matches and swatches and everything. So I can't wait to get your comments to find out. Okay, so I thought I was done, but after I finished filming and I'm editing, I'm like, I feel like there are just a few more colors that I want to try, that I wanted you guys' opinion on at the same time. So this is an add-on. This is an addition to what dried already. So let's look at three more colors. Okay, the first is Colorverse Common Read. I just shared this particular one in my last video. See how this one looks. I know this is crazy. Like, I thought the video was over. Well, it's not. um, but yeah, like I was saying, I just kind of was looking and I wasn't super excited about any of them, to be honest with you. And I'm like, let's just add a few more to the party. So we have more options to choose from. Culver's Common Read. I don't know, for some reason, it was just really weird. I was done and I could have left it. I could have been like, okay, we're going to go with the four colors, four color options that I already had in the video. But I don't know. I just felt like there were more in my collection to choose from that I feel like could very possibly, they need to be a contender. They need to be a contender. Next is another Colorverse, White Sands. This is one that I feel like if it were to work, it would definitely pull on the lighter tones in this pen. Not sure how that one's going to work, but I definitely wanted to try it. So different. I hope I have enough room here. White Sands. Very cool color. Cool as in cool toned color. And again, don't know if it's going to be a good match, but just like looking at the bottle, I'm like, let's just try it. The last one that I was really looking for that I wanted to try was Oyster Hour. by Ferris Wheel Press. I thought I had a sample or even a bottle, but I cannot find it. So this is Diatramentis khaki. If I can get this without. Actually, I have a new bottle. Maybe I just really want to put this over a towel so that I do not waste any. Let's see if I get enough on this new. Yeah, might add enough. And there should be enough here. And I think I don't know if I said I have another bottle. I have another sample of this. Stuff. This is actually one of my favorite khaki colors. Really nice. I mean, when you say khaki, this is what I think of. So I'm going to let these dry and we're going to come back and look at them all. Okay, I'm back. They are not quite, but almost dry. So let's just pick up where we left off. So we've already reviewed the first four. And here are the last three. So there's Colorverse, Come and Read. You know, this when it dries, for some reason, I literally thought that it was going to have more of a brown tone. You can actually see where it's wet, it looks more brown, and then when it dries, it kind of has a purple undertone. Um, White Sands is not a bad choice. I was a little iffy as it was while it was wet because I saw a lot of like purple undertone, but as it dries, it almost just kind of blends a little bit. And Diatramentis khaki. I think that's a great color. So I'm thinking that might because that's going to pull in a lot of the, let's see, I can show you. It's not a lot in here, but you see this caramel color? It's a lot of reflection on the pen, but you can see it, right? You can see the caramel right there. It's a great spot of it. And I like pulling in like the minority colors, the minor colors. So honestly, now I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but out of all, you guys tell me what you think. And as far as, because initially I was really thinking about the Majestic Maple Syrup because it's a really, in the writing sample, it's really nice and it's a good match. But like I said, I'm at the bottom of the bottle. There's so much shimmer. This is an extra fine nib, and I don't want to impede the writing experience by it getting clogged with too much shimmer. So I have to keep that in mind also. So, all right, take two's over. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will chat with you later. Bye bye.